With so many new NFT gaming projects popping up on the scene, sometimes it's hard to know which ones are the most underrated that you should be checking out. I'm going to talk about my top 4 NFT games that are highly underrated that you need to be checking out. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking all about my top 4 NFT games that are highly underrated. Some of these games are released already, some of them are in production, but these are games that are flying underneath the radar and people just don't know about them, and they're so good. Better than a lot of these auto battlers or passive games that you've seen out there that just don't have a lot of fun. Maybe they got some rewards, but they're not a whole lot of fun to play. So before we get into my top 4 here, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my channel and smash on that like button if you want to continue to maximize your gaming and NFT profits with me. So let's just jump right into this and talk about these top 4 games, because these are games that I have already played. They have demos, they're playable, or they're coming soon. They're like on the cusp of being released. All of them have some really great gameplay to them and are at that AAA quality that you would expect from a really great game studio, and not just a simple, straightforward auto battler type of game or passive type of game we see a lot of times in the NFT industry. So let's jump into number 4 here. Number 4, which is Age of Rust. So here we are, Age of Rust. This is a game that is all about puzzles. It's like a puzzle sci-fi MMORPG style game where it's got high quality graphics, and it has NFTs included into this. And so when it comes to Age of Rust, like what this really is they got a couple things built in here. So you have different missions and things you can go on in this game, but right now there's just a demo. So they have a demo out of this, and it's a very playable demo. I played this demo and this on my stream here. It was really great, and when you look at it, it has that AAA quality. This is set in kind of like a post-apocalyptic style universe, and cryptocurrency plays a big part of that universe. In particular, Bitcoin has a kind of a story inside of this game. And so the NFTs within this game give you not only weapons and armor and things that you can bring in through those actual NFTs, but also they give you like access to things. So they have NFTs that give you access to different missions or different parts of the game, or access to different things like their 20 Bitcoin hunt that they have that's built into that's going to be built into this game. So those things are going to be lockable once the full game is out. You can play a demo right now. And one of the really great things about this is it actually has multiverse support, because this is a game that's part of the Engine ecosystem. We've talked about Engine, and they have this multiverse support here. So their NFTs from the Engine ecosystem you can bring into this game and use them. And so I did that on one of my recent streams playing this game. You guys can go check out the Age of Rust video there. I've linked it above. And see exactly what that looks like, being able to bring in a weapon from a different game and use it in Age of Rust. But Age of Rust is highly undervalued, and when this full game releases, it is going to crush almost everything out there that you've seen. And if you love post-apocalyptic, you got to check it out. Great gameplay, highly highly skilled puzzles you got to do in there, and they really makes you think. All of kind of like if you guys remember Myst, so it's a very puzzle focused game, but lots of action. So you're getting blasters, you're shooting. There's robots, crazy things going on, and I think this is one of those sleepers that a lot of people are just not going to realize is going to come out of left corner and smash everything that we've seen. Pick number 3 here is 22 Racing Series. This is also a game that is in demo format right now, and this is a racing game that has NFTs built into it, and is similar to Age of Rust. You do need to have an NFT. You have to hold an NFT to be able to play the demo, so you have to have one of their NFTs to be able to actually access the demo. 22 Racing Series is a little bit more fleshed out, I would say, than Age of Rust, and you can actually play quite a few of the courses, and you can play against the NPCs there, and they have some great looks. I mean, when it comes down to AAA style gameplay and look, 22 Racing Series has it. So one of the cool things with this is you can build cars. You can put the different pieces of your cars together: tires, engine, like the whole look of it, the body, the chassis, everything, and they're NFTs. So each part is NFTs, and then when you put the car together, that's an NFT too. So you have NFTs of NFTs, and this is actually on the Phantasm blockchain, right? So Phantasma this is like one of their premier type of games, and it kind of has like a Gran Turismo meets F-Zero like look and feel to it, and the game actually uses real-time physics on this. So there is some strategy and stuff like that too. So while you're playing, you're like not just driving, but you're also getting power-ups and things for your car. So it has kind of like this F-Zero kind of feeling to it, but realistic physics actually give it a really cool thing. And you can kind of go on these 3D tracks. They have 3D tracks, and you kind of go like upside down and in circles and things. And it's really not the easiest game to play, but I really enjoy it because it has a real good realistic feel to it. And the cool thing about this too is actually it's VR enabled, or you'll be able to play it in VR as well. Then they're really looking to bring this to consoles. That's been the big thing here with 22 Racing Series, is that they want to bring this to consoles, and I think that it will be ready. I played this using a controller, and that's how you have to do it. It's not really good for computer keyboards, but works great with a controller. And you can see like some of the cool cars and gameplay here. But it's it's amazing. It's stunning. All right, number 2 on my list here. Number 2 on my list is a game that just released. It is called Mir 4. This is an MMORPG that has kind of it's a very Asian focused style to it. And this MMORPG is actually cross platform, so you can play it on PC or you can play it on mobile, which we don't see that a lot, in particular for MMORPGs. And especially ones that have graphics this good. So this game has some amazing graphics. You can see some of the gameplay here, and you can like I said, play it on either one of these. But the graphics of this game are actually really great, and it's something you would see in a AAA style NFT game. And so whereas the other 2 games I just talked about don't have a big play to earn element in them, Mir 4 actually does. So you can actually mine what they call dark steel in the game, and you can then convert that to their token, which is the Draco token, but you can only do that at level 40. So that you do have to level up and get to a certain point before you can start cashing out. You can't do it right away and play and earn right away. So you gotta get to level 40 before you can start doing those things. Now, the one thing I would say about this is it does have kind of like an auto battling system here. So you can control your player and do it, but then you can just sit on auto and they'll just go into battle and do things for you. So I think that kind of helps with the mobile side of the gaming. But it does kind of make it a little disappointing that a lot of the fights and battles can just be auto battled and your character will be controlled automatically. Now, a cool thing about this is they do have kind of like PvP and large scale PvP on that fact, so you can be fighting against other people or fighting other monsters as you're fighting other people too. So there's a lot of interesting ways to interact and to battle in this game, and fighting big monsters, getting big loot drops, things like that. All part of the whole thing. So you can see free loot is one of those things. But the gameplay is actually really, really good, and they have a pretty diverse amount of things going on here. Different classes, ways to upgrade them. NFTs are definitely coming to this as well, which they haven't launched just yet, but NFTs are coming to this game. So that is a little bit different from these other ones. NFTs have not launched with the initial game, where these other ones they have. So definitely check out Mir 4. Incredibly playable. It is a full game that is already out versus the other 2 that we talked about, Age of Rust and 22nd Century Racing. It is a fully playable game. All right, and the number 1 game on my list is 9 Lives Arena. This is one of the most underrated games. This is a game that is a PvP focused game, and is also on the Engine platform. So this is a game where you're talking about having only 9 lives. Your character, you build your character up, you're doing crafting, and you're building armor, and you're building up his stats and what kind of spells and weapons he can use. And then if you die in the arena 9 times, gone. That's it. It's over. He's done. Very different and incredibly interesting. Now, there are some light RPG elements in here, like fishing and crafting and things like that, and collecting, gathering, right? And then on the crafting side of things, you have like these NFT blueprints. So these NFT blueprints allow you to craft certain special weapons, and only the people with the NFTs can craft those things. So if you want a certain type of sword for a different type of build, you may have to go specifically to the person that has that and contract them to get you to build that for you. Then you also have the Oogies, Oogies are these little cute helpers that are like your offline gatherers, and they can do things like gathering resources. They can do things like crafting, and so they can pretty much work 24/7 if you build them all the way up, and they can do things while you're gone. So it helps you to increase your character in a little bit of a passive way, but not totally passive, so you can get that big support when you're in the arena, because it's all about fighting in this arena and winning battles P2P, a PvP style, going one-on-one, and becoming the best in the arena. And it is a ton of fun, and this is one of the most undervalued games. Now, it is still what they call in a beta state right now, which you can get access to, but it is incredibly playable. I've done tons of matches in this game and featured it multiple times on my stream, but very few people talk about it. But it is one of the best play to earn and NFT games out there, and that is something that you guys should definitely be checking out. So hopefully you guys like this video of my top 4 underrated NFT play to earn games. All these games deserve you guys to look at them, and all of them are ones I've played on my stream and have had a ton of fun playing, and I look forward to playing them even more. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite below? I want to hear in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about these 4 games. That's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.